Hello, once today we're playing Hogwarts Legacy. This is the Gryffindor playthrough. I'm gonna continue the story.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now.
Revelio.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
Revelio.
There must be something here. Ranrock said so. Oi! Pass that fire! You have to learn to share.
Revelio.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me.
I will draw blood.
Come and go for another toy! You are postponing the inevitable! Let's get this over with. I won't let you prepare to surrender. I will not be made a fool of.
Revelio. It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. Revelio. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle. I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries.
Welcome to Sanbakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sanbakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keep. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presume, though I surmise based on the commotion I heard,
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
that goblins were aware of my vault. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then downstairs near the entry, a reservoir commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig, remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map. Revelio. The reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. What have the Keepers planned for me? These look familiar. Revelio. More statues. Not making this easy on me. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Revelio. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I'll never get used to these floors. Revelio. Revelio. Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway. Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how? On the other. That ought to work. Revelio. like the look of this. What a relief. Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then,
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps. But for now, tell me what you saw.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies, yes, sir.
Before you go,
Professor?
have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path.
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them. Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We did...
Yes, of course.
And you. I am. I feel that if goblins and
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation.
How has
Well, we've consistently... One can hardly blame them for declining.
What do you imagine a liaison to...
Oh, so many things. I want to know everything I can about. And I'd share with them anything they wanted to know about wizard kind. My hope is that by understanding each other better, both of our societies could grow.
What is it about them?
I can't begin to tell you how brilliant they are. I mean, rumour is that tales about them have infiltrated even the Muggle world. The oldest known mer people, Siren. I could go on for...
Well,
You'd really do? The last thing I want... Now, if I'm not... I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon, I'll see for myself. I just know it.
Look at this place. Did the mer people really leave Nerida an artifact? Lu, now then, I'll need you to come with me. Now for the rest of you. Confringo! Lumos. What do we have in here, then? Nerida will be happy about this.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Your gift from the mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
Then I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the Ministry. Should I hand deliver or send by owl? Thank you again so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this.
Price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop. Without the information you provided, my work would have... It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces? If you were to test this first upgrade...
Sounds as if you're really...
Thank you. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
In fact, I've never been... Now, how may...
Do you stay close to...
Oh, it's relatively safe, but it won't survive for long.
You never wanted to get out and explore the world around you?
Hard to believe, isn't it? My sister Helen, on the other...
Isn't the fastest Gryffindor.
Hello, Melda.
Of course it's another...
Does this mean you've changed your...
Well, you're a step... Well, they sit around and hope. No one sets records by... Are you going to try to beat my...
I'm ready to...
Finally.
Brilliant. I'd say that was acceptable. Now that's more like it. I'm getting the hang of this. Very good. Did anyone else see that?
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't... You'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
You said your reputation for talent...
If you must know, when we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida... I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with mer-people. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course. Stop by when it's ready, if you can handle it.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another...
You sound as determined as I am to improve. If I'm right, and I do hope I am. Thank you again, truly.
Mr. Weeks and I do...
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class. Duncan owes his reputation to you.
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of...
Very well. Now, based upon the knowledge...
There will be hardship.
A measured perception. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us. And if that... Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it. Now, what? Practice the new spell. Excellent. I think you have it.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here. You can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent?
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed? The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one.
A happy beast is a giving beast. That's what
It appears our time has come to an end.
Where are the lions? I would like to see a huge Gryffindor lion in this.
Now, where is...
I'm sure our beasts are safe here, but I do worry about...
Poppy helping you out? She's brilliant with beasts. Pity she's not as good with people.
Puskins are fond of bogies. It's brilliant to catch someone by surprise with one.
I'd love to have pet beasts at home, but with my uncle travelling all the time, there'd be no one to look after them.
Hello, Professor. You...
I did. How did you...
It was...
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts, some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps.
And Professor Weasley has... Be on the lookout. Meanwhile,
Psst. Over here.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwind?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few... You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in...
Professor Howin mentioned the poach...
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she... The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something.
That does seem strange.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it.
I think that's a fine.
And the more I know, the better I can...
You seem undeterred.
Oh, very well. I should be going, but...
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcert. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly...
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demigod. You, however, I'm at my wit's end, young friend. In fact, I know of two. Perhaps you could start...
I'd be glad to help you.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how. Next, you'll notice...
But what about...
Curfew? And I took advantage of it. Now, you'll find one stat...
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near or hell, my brothers. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marching heard.
In the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Revelio.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to better keep Galleons on Hufflepuff. I know when I hear you there, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. What was what?
I thought I heard something.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more... Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night, thus I encourage you...
Understood.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Poaching errands here except spiders. Not worth the trouble if you ask me.
Revelio.
Alohomora. Alohomora.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
My sincerest gratitude, you brave soul.
Alohomora.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
Mine now, demiguise. Mine now, demiguise.
Any empty seat is yours.
Revelio.
Mine now, demiguise.
I've heard that our dear Clement... Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Revelio.
Why take such an interest?
Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora.
Mine now.
Revelio.
Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
Next.
Fine, a genius. Happy
Possibly.
now?
But I'll allow your limp vocabulary. This disillusionment charm is superb. I'm stealthy as a demiguise. I'm invin. Ow!
What in Merlin?
Where are you going?
What a stupid thing to do!
It's not stupid.
It's
How
the
dare-
most stupid thing anyone has ever done.
Well, if you'd look where you're going instead of barging about. What are you doing? No,
I'm just trying to... Invisibless. No, that's not
Stop
it.
it! You'll make it. Success!
You're right. It's superb.
You blithering moon mind, that's my essay for sharp.
Abandoned potions of the Middle Ages as compared to the Black Plague.
No, the one on invisibility.
Oh, I'll use you well on that one then.
Blasted charm.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some...
I actually have some...
Oh, my mind feels... I did promise to show you out. Oh, with that knowledge, you'll be able... However, if you bring me more moons, I'll show you how to... Keep looking for those moons, hmm? You'll save my sanity, and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind all of this.
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
The drum improves the timbre. Wouldn't you agree? Witches and wizards, be furious!
Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio.
Professor,
I do?
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
Ah, the art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare. And when I was granted the opportunity to teach...
I see. Natty told me that you...
Yes, Natsai and I both... I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the detail. You would be wise to remember that the... And so, divining what is to come isn't...
I find it truly intriguing.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course.
Now, I know that we both have... I have enjoyed our conversation.
Revelio. Revelio.
Mine now, demiguise. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio. Revelio.
Arresto momentum, Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Revelio.
Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Lumos. Revelio. Alohomora. Lumos. Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster.
Alohomora.
Would be sure to tell him how very good.
Revelio.
never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What? No.
Rat gets hung pride of place, and you stink.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more?
I actually have some moons.
Dear me, you're ready for the final Alaham. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. And if I ever find out who the bully is, thank you once again. Now that you've mastered Alahamora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues and removing those moons.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues and the moons contained therein were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
Revelio. I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise moons. He's in Hogwarts.
Care enough to remove my demiguise statues.
Pardon me, sir.
What? Who are you? Why do you...
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the...
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been...
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon.
Ah. Well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much, even if I do take satisfaction.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the...
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his... I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so it worked brilliantly.
The statues are a form of bullying. You'll know better than him. Perhaps it's time you both...
Fair point, I suppose. If...
Mr. Moon, I've learned... It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks. Oh, we used... Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so... Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Revelio.
So we did some field guys. We found some enough demiguise statues to complete the side quest. We explore some more and did some of the main quests. Thank you for watching. Wish you well and see you in the next video.